Welcome back to Blind Item Breakdown. Our first item is about Kim Kardashian. It reads, the illiterate reality star seems pretty confident that she has passed the bar exam. Does she know something no one else does? I'm pretty sure Kim had a difficult time when it came to the baby bar. I don't think she passed the first time, but she took the test again to become a lawyer, and it sounds like she already knows that she passed. I don't know how she knows because she hasn't received her results yet, which is why this blind item is asking, how does Kim know already that she will be passing the test? Somebody said that she paid for it, allegedly. RK says, well, Kim made it certain that she has her little aneurysm emergency as a backup distraction in case she doesn't pass the exam. I thought she only passed the baby bar, which is equivalent to finishing your first year of law school. Somebody else asked who would hire her. Trevor said the best lawyers are the ones with connections. And you must admit, Kim Kardashian does have a lot of connections to powerful people, whether they're in the White House or they are part of the Bezos family. So Kim has her television show and she's got other acting ventures that she's working on as she's trying to prepare to be a lawyer. Kim says, I'll be qualified in 2 weeks. I hope to practice law maybe in 10 years. I think I'll give up being Kim K and be a trial lawyer. That's what I really want. And even though I don't take Kim as seriously as she probably takes herself, I do think that it is sweet that she wants to follow in her father's footsteps and get into law.
You also graduated from your legal apprenticeship this year. Congratulations.
I did. I still have to pass the bar, but we'll find out.
Well, don't worry about that. What is?
Pray for me. Can everyone just say it? Please.
You will pass. You will pass. What does that achievement mean to you? And did you channel any lawyers in your family or friends?
Yeah, well, every step of the way, I knew that my dad was there. And my mom, the night before I took the bar, she came in the room and she gave me my dad's legal briefcase with his initials that were engraved in it that he used and his stationery. And she had stationery with the same font and the same everything made for me. And so we said a prayer, we did our thing.
Let's talk about Joe Jonas. This blind item says the illiterate singer from multiple groups is back on some Coca-Cola, and I'm not talking about cherry Coke Zero, which is my fave right now. I've been having kind of tummy issues, and this will cure it. But he's been supposedly on the Coca-Cola and doing it hard. This comment reads, Joe Jonas, while I believed he and Sophie loved their kids, I have a feeling that they're going to have some stories to share when they get older. Well, right now, Joe is living his best single life, and he's getting a lot of attention. He's been out and about partying. He was at a private party thrown by Bad Bunny, and you could see that he was very close to a brunette woman at this party, trying to find his next Jonas wife. A source claims that the duo got up and went into a separate room in the restaurant where there's a bathroom and a bar located. They came back to the table a few minutes later. Oh, what did she give him a quick handsy? Now, when Joe Jonas and Sophie Turner split up, nobody liked Joe Jonas. They were anti-Joe Jonas, but enough time has passed on, and it seems like he's starting to, prepare himself for whatever next relationship this could be. Clearly not with Sophie Turner, but I think he's also kind of just enjoying being a rock star. These Jonas Brothers all had their purity rings when they were kids, and they all got married. He was married to Sophie pretty young. So I feel like he's just trying to live his rock star life and, probably hook up with a bunch of people. Be safe out there, guys. STDs and STIs are very real.
Divorce is tough. It's not easy for anybody. People are so quick to make assumptions. And I'm just grateful that I have these guys and I have amazing family and friends. People are going through so much. And the fact that I could go perform and make people feel something and maybe distract them from what they're going through or their divorce for the 2 hours they come see a concert, it gave me so much purpose. And that I could get it on the other side 2-ish years later and be able to have a relationship with my co-parent, Sophie, and you realize you do everything you do for your kids. I'll do anything for them. And, there's a lot to navigate through that. But these guys had my back, whether I wanted to talk about it or they knew I did not want to talk about it that day. They showed up for me in a major way.
There's a reason why Hollywood stars always seem to walk away from scandals untouched. Just like there's a reason why Morgan & Morgan is America's largest injury firm. Most regular people, including me, don't have a legal army behind them. And if you're injured in an accident, insurance companies try their best to pay you as little as possible. That is where Morgan & Morgan comes in. With over 1,000 attorneys and 100 offices across the country, they are built to fight for regular people, not corporations. In Florida, a client was offered $350,000 by an insurance company. Morgan & Morgan stepped in and got them $12 million. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome, but these stories are what they do every day. And it's easier than ever. You don't have to deal with those piles of paperwork. You also don't have to pay anything up front. You can even start your claim right now within minutes by using your phone. You could get started by scanning the QR code on the screen using your phone's camera. Remember, the fee is free unless they win. If you ever find yourself injured, then check out Morgan & Morgan. Again, you could start your claim today by scanning the QR code or visiting the link in my description below. It's fast, it's simple, and it could change everything. Our next blind item is about SZA, aka the, pathological liar that we all like, because she does make good music, but she cannot help but lie. This blind item, though, says the all-cap singer and rapper, which I feel like, is SZA a rapper? She's such a good singer, is quite the hypocrite. You didn't have to tell me that. She says, "You are an awful human being if you own the Fruit phone." Meanwhile, she currently has 4 of them that she uses. I don't know about you guys, but I do have a loyalty to my Apple phone because I also operate on an Apple system. So I just like to keep it all in the family. This comment reads, "Okay, SZA, but you'll be happy for your fans to use the device to spend their money to keep your career going." Somebody else said, "Anything to be divisive." The related headline says that SZA sparks buzz about a comment about the Apple's iPhone 17 and Congo child labor deaths. Oh, okay, this is gonna make me look at Apple differently. Under a photo of Dua Lipa performing, it looks like SZA wrote, "If anyone asks if the iPhone 17 Pro Max is worth it, just show them this. Wait for the zoom out. Children in Congo literally died for this phone. I absolutely hope the zoom was worth it." Now, the thing is that SZA's not wrong, which is unfortunate because since 2019 through 2024, we have seen Apple operate in mysterious ways, pulling, materials from Africa, doing a lot of manufacturing in China, where we don't know how people are being treated in the workforce there, especially children.
People are not happy with that because they believe that this comment was very performative of her. And fans have just been kind of spamming different, basically, photos of her using her own iPhone. And it seems like, honestly, what's most interesting about this is it's not even really the outside public. I mean, the outside public's definitely talking about it, but a lot of her own fans have kind of really, tried to hold her accountable for what is she saying in the sense of it actually being, potentially pretty performative.
Our next blind item is about Hugh Jackman and Sutton Foster. His beard. Anyways, the publicist said it was put up or shut up time, which is why this fake acting couple finally made a red carpet appearance together. This comment reads, "Are you idiots seriously still pretending that Hugh Jackman is seriously gay? Oh yes, he does musical theater. How scandalous. Cut it off already." Somebody else added, "We're not pretending." Are they fake actors or a fake couple or both? Somebody said, "Fake couple. He's gay and she has bad luck with relationships. Her 2 marriages ended with cheating, so she decided to cut her losses." Somebody else said, "I thought I heard that he was going back to his wife." Now, I don't think that Hugh Jackman is going back to his wife. I think that, I can imagine Deborah even wanting to entertain him again. Here is their red carpet moment. Somebody said, "By all accounts, things have improved dramatically, which is fantastic for everyone, most of all their kids." Because Hugh and Deborah were together for 27 years, the divorce hasn't been simple because there's a lot of money they need to figure out where it goes. The messiest part of Hugh and Deborah's divorce is because Deborah is fully convinced that Hugh was unfaithful within their relationship, and that is what has led to their split. And it seems like ever since their divorce has been filed, she's been kind of acting like an investigator, trying to get to the bottom of this.
Furness releasing a statement saying, "My heart and compassion goes out to everyone who has traversed the traumatic journey of betrayal," calling the breakup a profound wound that cuts deep. Furness saying that one thing she's learned from the divorce is that none of this is personal. We are all on our individual journeys, and I believe that the relationships in our lives are not random. We are drawn to people. We invite them in order to learn our lessons and to recognize and heal the broken parts of ourselves. I remain grateful.
Our next blind item is about Justin Bieber. This north of the border singer needs rehab. The thing is, though, the closest to him don't want him to go because then they wouldn't be able to exert the control they have now. This comment reads, "I wonder how much life insurance Haley has on her husband." Somebody else said, "When there is no rock bottom, it's nearly impossible to convince someone to go to rehab and participate." Imagine if Britney and Justin started hanging out. I feel like things are going to end badly for both of them, and it won't be in the distant future. You guys may remember remember that there were reports that Britney and Justin were having phone calls earlier this year, so it does seem like they have possibly a relationship. Somebody else said maybe she just wants him to go to rehab, but his money handlers don't. I don't know if you guys have seen Justin Bieber recently, but he's looking good. I mean, he shaved his face, and something about him shaving his face just makes him look younger, refreshed. It kind of gives me like some, deja vu. Like I've seen this man before. If you guys haven't seen my video about Justin Bieber's new streaming career, it feels like a Black Mirror episode on crack. And I don't know what his goal is with this. I mean, I see the biggest problem is that it gives him a lot of free time to go and really say whatever he wants to without being filtered, which, I love an uncensored king, but sometimes a filter can really help.
I remember dealing with there was tension because we had a doula and then we had a nurse as well. And the nurse and the doula were really kind of butting heads. And then I was butting heads with the doula, and it was just like this, and I was hella emotional because it's like, this is like one of the most important times of your life. And I remember just I think I was being really strong with the doula, and then it was making Haley feel anxious. Yeah. So she's like, you need to apologize to the doula, just make it, just clear the air. Yeah. So I just was like, I'm sorry, my emotions are heightened. I don't want you to take away from my moment either as the dad. I got this too. There's times where I need to console Haley, and I felt like she was pushing me to the side so that she could do it. And I'm like, I got good instincts with this stuff too. It's instinctual to be a dad and to be there, and you're supposed to be here to help facilitate where I don't know. And if I'm like, hey, I need you to step in and help with, because they do different body work, help move the baby, different things like this.
Our next blind item is about Dakota Johnson, Chris Martin, and Sophie Turner. The state actress now knows that she was being cheated on by the foreign-born ice singer. Apparently, it has been going on for a year. Chris Martin needs to get off of my radar. Gwyneth has been on my radar lately. His daughter, Apple Martin, has been on my radar. Now Chris is on my radar. There's something going on in this family. This comment reads, Dakota Johnson, Chris Martin, and Sophie Turner. I thought Sophie was about securing the bag with Mr. Perry and his affiliations. Then again, Perry is a well-known cad too, so they're all well matched, just floating around playing whatever game their lifestyle allows for. Somebody else brought up her boyfriend. Perry's birthday is coming up. Last year, Sophie did an obnoxiously over-the-top Instagram post wishing him a happy birthday. We'll see if that happens this year. He is a rock star and they all cheat, just like sports guys. They can get anyone they want and women will throw themselves at them. It's been taken for granted that they've had an open relationship. It's why it's never culminating with an engagement or marriage. They seem to be on the same page, at least from what it looked like. Dakota and Chris never seemed to be soulmates. Implying that she juggled her ex and Chris at the same time, Sophie and Chris deserve each other. Now, I can't believe that Sophie Turner, who was once with a Jonas brother, is now talking to Chris Martin. Everyone in Hollywood truly just sleeps with each other. Sophie is now dating Chris Martin after calling it quits from her aristocratic boyfriend, Perry. Supposedly, these two went on a secret date, and it looks like after that date, she was like, I'm going to go and break up with Perry after being with him for 2 years. I mean, she really hasn't had a single era yet. And I guess Chris is available for Sophie because him and Dakota Johnson had a messy breakup. At one point they were engaged, then they weren't. Their relationship was horrible. I made a video about that, and it's crazy because Dakota is such a private person, but throughout the years, you could really see how Chris was putting her through the ringer. You guys know how Sophie Turner was once with Joe Jonas. It's pretty crazy because at one point, these two were together, Joe and Sophie, and they decided to FaceTime Chris Martin. I'm sure in this moment, Joe did not realize that, in the future, these two would end up being together.
I have a friend who wants to say happy birthday.
This is Chris from Coldplay. I wanted to say on behalf of me and the even more handsome members of our band, I hope you're having the best day. I send you all my love and I hope you're having a great time. Thanks for being awesome. Bye.
I'm not going to cry on camera.
So Chris and Dakota were first romantically linked in 2017 following his 2015 divorce from Gwyneth Paltrow. Chris and Dakota got secretly engaged a few years later, but in June, Daily Mail confirmed that they had decided to part ways. Their relationship had been over for a long time. They just haven't been able to figure out how to make it official. An insider said that breakups aren't instant and they continue to break up and make up, and sometimes things would work out when they were away from each other while they were working because absence makes the heart grow fonder. Aw, my boyfriend's in Paris this week and I really miss him. But the time change, like, if I literally, I love him so much, but if he like moved to Paris, I cannot do a long distance. The source claims that Dakota was devastated that she would no longer be around the singer's daughter, Apple, because I guess she and Apple Martin grew a very close relationship.
I'm starting to side-eye Chris Martin a wee bit. Ever since he split up with Gwyneth Paltrow, his girlfriends have just stayed the same age as he's got older, right? And I'm not suggesting there's any power imbalance. Sophie Turner is 29, she's got 2 kids, she's been married before, she's not a kid, right? But I don't know, like he split up with Gwyneth and he started dating Jennifer Lawrence. She was 24, he was 37. And they dated for about a year and they split up, and then he got together with Dakota Johnson, who he was with for several years, right? They were serious. But she was 28 when they met and he was 40. And they only split up a few months ago. And now he's with Sophie Turner, who's 29 and he's 48. So the gap just keeps getting bigger and bigger.
Our next blind item is about Machine Gun Kelly and Megan Fox. Did you guys see those recent pictures of Megan Fox? She looks so good. I don't know if she's had some work done or what. I can't imagine her going into surgery after just giving birth to an infant. But this item says this 3-named rapper singer has been sleeping with someone different almost every night. But sure, the A-list actress can think that he's going to be loyal to her this time around. Her bodyguard had enough of her waffling. This comment asks, I don't know why these two won't just break up if they're not even married yet. Shiloh says, I so want to see what this bodyguard looks like. Somebody else said that Machine Gun Kelly looks like he smells like canned peas. Somebody else asked, I thought that they split. This person replied that they are back together as of yesterday's news. But Machine Gun Kelly was quoted recently at a concert saying that his personal life is effed up. Well, it does seem like these two are trying to work out this relationship. I mean, Machine Gun Kelly does have his second daughter with Megan, and I think he wants to have somewhat of a dynamic, like a family dynamic there. A source says while they do have separate homes, they spend a lot of time together as a family. They're putting the baby first, and it's brought them closer in many ways. Things are great now. He's amazing with the baby, and she very much enjoys spending time with him. Their baby's name is Saga Blade. Saga Blade. She has every right to be as dramatic as she wants to be when she grows up with that name. Machine Gun Kelly explained the name choice, saying that my family is Norwegian and there's a Norwegian goddess called Saga, and it means an epic story. Shout out to all of our Norwegies out there. And so we named her Saga because to get her on this earth through highs and lows, it truly was an epic story of love, pain, and a lot of magic.
I mean, I won't lie and say that, you know, the evil eye didn't really take a toll on what, you know, we thought was a beautiful thing that we could maybe inspire people to not mimic, but just inspire people to love.
Let's get into our next blind item. It's about Lily Allen and David Harbour from Stranger Things. And I love Lily's new album where she exposes how much of a monster David was. But this blind item is talking about David and the show Stranger Things, saying, speaking of the show, the lead actor in the show doesn't want to do any press for it. He knows he is cooked. David Harbour loves the fact that he's like at his peak right now in his acting career. Like he might be in his like late 40s or early 50s, but he feels like he's like the hottest thing on the block, which is part of the reason why he disrespected Lily and broke their rules that they had. I mean, they had an open marriage, which to me, no hate. Comment below if you're in a happy open marriage. So I don't know if I would be happy. I'm too much of a jealous type. Somebody said, I was surprised to see that David showed up to Rose City Comic Con last month. Feels like not many fans who know about his personal affairs would want to come and meet him. I mean, cheating on Lily Allen? Trevor said, had an open relationship, which she admits, but she's mad for reasons. Oh, Lily is mad all right, which brings me to Madeline. In Lily Allen's new album, she refers to the other woman that David was having an affair on her with as Madeline. Now, she wrote this album West End Girl in 16 days back in December 2024 when she was just getting out of psychiatric care or in psychiatric care because she was not mentally doing well after what David had done to her. Here's an alleged note that David wrote to his wife, Lily. This note is so sinister. In hindsight, after listening to the album, David could not stand that his wife might find success as an actress. He must have crashed out when she was nominated for an Oliver Award. That's one thing about David. He never wanted to see Lily succeed. He wrote, "My ambitious wife, these are bad luck flowers, because if you get reviewed well in this play, you will get all kinds of awards and I will be miserable. Your loving husband." So he definitely never wanted to see her succeed.
She has released a new album. It sort of came from nowhere on the weekend. It's called West End Girl. And I have never heard a more detailed account of the breakdown of a marriage. Do you want me to tell you what happened?
Yes, please.
She's in London, hotel room, all alone. He calls her and tells her that he's a man with needs and he wants to open their marriage. On the album, you can hear her side of this conversation. She tells him she's very sad about it, but she wants him to be happy. So they draw up parameters: discretion, preferably financial transactions, as in pay for it.
Sorry, this is all in a song.
All in the songs.
Wow.
Only strangers, not people they know. So they keep going. She says in the songs that her marriage is unevenly open. She tries to be a modern wife, a non-monogamummy. There's a song called Non-Monogamummy. And she details on a song called Dallas Major that sometimes she dabbles herself in this. The lyrics of that song go, "So I go by Dallas Major on the dating apps, but that's not really my name. You know, I used to be quite famous. That was way back in the day. Yes, I'm here for validation, and I probably should explain how my marriage has been open since my husband went astray. I'm almost nearly 40 and just shy of 5'2". I'm a mum of teenage children. Does that sound like fun to you?"
She is so clever.
Lily and David met on a dating app back in 2020 and they got married in Las Vegas. And for a couple years, we thought that they were the dream couple. We saw them showing off their homes in the Architectural Digest. Back in August 2021, Lily Allen played Jenny in the 222, a ghost story, and she kind of talks about this in her opening track because she's now working this new job. But towards the end of the song, she has a conversation, a one-sided conversation, it seems to be with David when he's requesting that they have an open marriage. And let's just say she didn't have a great reaction. In Madeline, the song about the other woman, she talks about how they had rules when it came to their open marriage. We had an arrangement: be discreet, don't be blatant. There had to be payment. So it had to be some kind of like escort. She then details how the agreement was broken when the partner in the song got involved with the woman who wasn't a stranger. And in one song titled Tennis, she talks about finding text messages between her partner, David, and this other woman, Madeline. Well, we actually know who Madeline truly is. Her name is Natalie. So Natalie Tippett works in costume design, and it looks like she met David back in 2021. So like a year after these two got married. Natalie said that she's heard the song, but I have family and things to protect. I have a 2.5-year-old daughter, and I understand this is going on, but it's a little scary for me. When asked if she knew that Lily was going to mention her text messages, she said, "Yeah, I just don't feel comfortable talking about it in the moment." She also had another like fake phone call within this song, Madeline, where she's pretending to be Natalie and defending David and also trying to manipulate Lily to think that nothing more was going on between them.
Like this, I don't understand. I don't, like, why would you completely out yourself for no reason when nobody was looking for you? Nobody was looking for you, Natalie. Nobody. And now you're like, oh, I have a child to protect. Girl, you should have stayed quiet. You should have stayed anonymous. She did not name you in her lyrics. So why would you be like, oh, that was me. That was me. Yeah, those are my text messages. Girl, nobody had those text messages but her. Why would you even do that? Nobody knew who it came from but her and him. And now you out here like, oh, I have a 2.5-year-old to protect. Yeah, you should have stayed quiet, girl.
Our next blind item is about Selena Gomez and Hailey Bieber. You guys know how these two women try to say, let's stop fighting, don't send hate to each other. Well, maybe that's not how it's actually working. The singer, actress, producer might not want to keep the feud going, but her brand, Rare Beauty, does because they know it creates more engagement and sales. So they bring the feud up as much as possible. Now that it's like gone beyond Justin Bieber and now it's gone to Sephora, it does seem like these two have a different kind of I don't want to say hate, but yeah, hate for each other now that they're competitors. This comment reads, I guess Selena's customers don't know that Miss Bieber sold her stake in the makeup business. This toddler fight would not make me want to buy anything from any of them. Some psycho girl showed up to Justin Bieber's event with Selena's makeup brand and made a TikTok of herself putting on the lip gloss while 20 feet away from him, with a caption saying, scaring Justin Bieber with Rare Beauty products. What's even crazier is that Rare Beauty even commented on this post, so they are entertaining this.
Not Rare Beauty commenting on a video about Justin Bieber. At this point, like, I wouldn't be surprised if their publicists were like in cahoots to just keep all of this drama feuding relevant. So this TikTok was posted that says, point of view, making Justin Bieber mad with my Rare Beauty lip gloss. And Rare Beauty had commented with the heart eye emoji. And I know, guys, it's Rare Beauty. It's not Selena Gomez. Obviously, probably other people run that account. But the fact that this is Rare Beauty, Selena Gomez's, company, like, there's a lot of other Rare Beauty posts they could go comment on that don't mention Justin Bieber, just saying.
Now, Selena Gomez was spotted recently getting dinner, and she seemed unfazed by the Hailey drama and by everyone telling her that she looks chopped from the plastic surgery in that one music video, which she looks really pretty here. It looks like she went out with her mom that night. Shout out to her mom. And remember the accusations that her mom was snorting Ritalin off of a desk? I cannot. Selena's night out with her mom comes days after she shocked fans by seemingly taking a swipe at Hailey. As you guys know, she told the world to leave the girl alone. She could say whatever she wants. Doesn't affect my life whatsoever. It's just about relevance, not intelligence. Be kind. All brands inspire me, which was direct shade to Hailey because Hailey said that no brands inspire her. Hailey said it's always annoying being pitted against each other. I didn't ask for that. When people want to see you a certain way and they've made up a story about you in their minds, it's not up to you to change that. I think there's space for everybody. I don't feel competitive with people I'm not inspired by. My recommendation for you, Selena, is to try to stay off of social media. I mean, you have so many employees. Someone could go and run it for you. I don't think it's a great look when I see Rare Beauty commenting on shady posts, or when I see you, Selena Gomez, liking shady posts with your official account.
Selena Gomez reportedly liked a TikTok video shading Benny Blanco's ex, Elsie Hewitt. And according to this screenshot, it was liked by Selena Gomez. And let's make one thing clear, guys. I blame the both of them and their circle of like friends, especially Selena's like circle of friends. I mean, it was just earlier this year where Hailey had like the shady post about Selena and Benny. Like, apparently the day Selena Gomez got married, her cousin Priscilla had left a comment under Justin Bieber's IG post in response to a fan talking about Selena. That is weird. It is Selena's cousin Priscilla, who is known as like Selena Gomez's cousin. Someone had commented saying she's gone forever, referring to Selena Gomez, to which Priscilla responded, she's finally in a place where peace matters more than the past. I just hope people stop dragging her name and letting her live her life. But she's dragging Selena's name back into this.
Our next blind item is about Britney Spears. It wasn't just drinking the permanent A-list singer had been doing. It's also meth in the parking lot before she tried to drive away. I can honestly say I've never tried meth. I have no interest in meth. Like, I think the gay community likes it because they like to hook up when they're on it. I recently learned that. Meth scares me. Comment below if you guys have tried meth before. Shout out to the meth head. I'm just kidding. But like, because I'm always like, comment below. Well, if you do want to comment below and share your story, no judgment. I don't know what it does to you. Like, is it the same as crack? Like, are you itching yourself? Are you like, and also, why do people like to have sex on it? This comment says that this was sad to see. Page 6 has the video. Kevin Federline didn't help an already not good situation. The psychology behind the development of teen stars into adults is incredibly intriguing, as the level of manipulation, greed, coercion, and other evils of people surrounding them. Britt seems to find herself at the peak of both of these issues. Barbara said that somebody needs to take her car keys and the car. Simon said that Britney's a danger to herself and others. It took her 20 minutes to figure out her own gate code. Somebody said I saw that too, and I agree. How does she not have a driver? I have a feeling that Britney just likes to drive because she likes to feel that she's in control. But yeah, this accusation that she's doing drugs like meth, especially while driving, I don't know, for meth, like, could you drive on meth? Like, you know how when you're drinking you become wobbly? I feel like even driving on pot kind of scares me, so I don't know how you could do meth. So meth is like amphetamine, and I was prescribed Adderall in college. I haven't taken Adderall in probably 7 years. But I wonder if it's like that, because for me, it just like woke me up and made me feel maybe a little cracked out. But Britney was out and about. It looks like she was with her assistant. Don't know who this assistant is, but I am suspicious of them. Here's a clip of them in the restaurant together.
Oh my God.
So there's some moments I want to point out there. Did you guys see the moment when that car turned at the light and it was like... And I don't know what she was doing with her mouth here. It almost looks like she was eating something, but then not fully like eating it. She was playing around a lot with her mouth. I'm pretty sure like, do people inject meth? I think you could smoke meth. You probably could do anything with it. So I am excited to see what you out there, you medical professionals, can teach me about like how this drug is consumed. Of course, this video footage after Kevin released his book is not a great place for Brittany, and I am sending her healing vibes. I hope she can get better. Let's talk about Farrah Abraham. This teen mom thinks that she is hooking up with a wealthy investor. Nope, he's just using her money and she thinks it's going to stocks, but he's spending it on his girlfriend. This comment reads, I hope she reads this. Another person says, a fool and her money. Doesn't she have a team to do some background check on her suitors? Of all the teen moms, Farrah has to be the worst. And that's really saying something compared to Janelle. And you know what? I respect your opinion. I disagree. I think Janelle is far worse than Farrah. Farrah's like really annoying, kind of bad morals, but like I don't think she's ever abused her daughter or anything. And we know Janelle has abused her son. I mean, they remember her ex like shot the dog, the family dog, for like, yeah, a little nibble that the dog did. It was a small dog. The dog supposedly was playing with one of the kids and maybe bit him or something. No blood or anything was pulled, but yeah, they ended up shooting the dog in the backyard. Whoa, jump scare. If you guys don't know who Farrah Abraham's daughter is, here she is. And this is not a happy Halloween look. She's really into goth, and it's actually refreshing because it seems like Farrah has been very supportive of this. It also looks like she's recently gotten some tattoos as well. That last photo was her getting some of her teeth enhanced to look like a vampire. Now she's got these tattoos. And while I do think it's nice that Farrah is allowing her daughter to be who she wants to be and not trying to force her into being like a plastically, tanned, blonde bimbo. But also I do think there's a fine line where a child should not have so many body modifications. Like, save it for when you're 18, Sophia. Like, you'll actually enjoy it more. Here's a clip of Farrah and her daughter making their red carpet debut.
This is like Sophia, teenager. Like, I don't even know. To me, it's like it's like a whole other level. I'm sorry. I'm like, oh my God.
I was going to say, how does it feel having a 16-year-old?
It feels amazing. It's full circle. Like, since I started 16 and pregnant and Sophia's here, like, it honestly melts my heart because I never knew how 16 and pregnant was going to end up. And we are so fortunate to be here, to be like, I feel like a prime in my life supporting Sophia. It's really amazing, honestly. Like, my heart. I don't want to get all like mom, but yeah.
You're so supportive of anything and everything your daughter wants to do.
Yeah.
She wants to be all of that stuff.
Yes.
What is your response to parents who aren't like that?
I think I just wanted to provide a safe place. So if any mom has an issue with expressing creativity and goodness, then I think, you know what, negativity is a sad place to live in. I used to be there, so God bless. But we're having a happy, creative, fun, world traveling mom and daughter relationship. So yeah, I just wish that for everyone.
I'm actually a really big fan of Farrah's daughter because I feel like Farrah is so crazy. I don't know, like, how did Sophia learn to be so patient with her mom and to be so thoughtful? I mean, Farrah really lucked out as far as kids go, because if her kid was not as great as she is, it would probably make Farrah even worse than what she's currently like.
How come you didn't end up a pregnant teen like your mom at this age?
Because I have education.
Teen mom star Farrah Abraham's daughter Sophia has voiced her views on Instagram.
I don't support teen pregnancy.
Farrah gave birth to Sophia on the show 16 and Pregnant before going on to showcase their lives on Teen Mom.
As a man, I feel like you should get a vasectomy, especially when you're a teenager.
Our final blind item is about Kendall Jenner. This A-list reality star from a reality family talked about the location where she lost her virginity, but not the sex of the person. Everyone thinks that Kendall's a lesbian, which I would not be mad at. This comment reads, I've always gotten asexual vibes from Kendall. I feel like a lot of the ultra sexy women aren't really that sexual. Knowing that family, it was probably her mother teaching her the family business. In their new episode of The Kardashians, you can see Kendall going down memory lane when they go and reveal that their selling the home that they used as their filming home throughout the years. Kendall even said that she lost her virginity in this home. Kendall said, "We were children number 5 and 6, and she has no more energy for us." She explained that Caitlyn had a slightly different approach to raising the girls. She said, "My dad was more strict on rules." Now, Kendall did not disclose who she lost her virginity to, but he or she is somewhere out there.
I lost my virginity in that room.
What? Stop it. Where was I?
No, you guys didn't care.
Didn't care.
She really didn't care. She was like, "Oh, you're going out till Wednesday? Great. Never come back." I used to smoke a lot of weed in there when you weren't looking.
Wow. How old were you?
16.
Am I just as blind as a bat that I didn't?
Why did you care? Let's be honest. We're children number 5 and 6, and she has no more energy for us.
I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Blinded and Breakdown. If you guys have not seen my Let's Get Into It podcast, I actually dressed up for it, but I was so hungover today and sick. Like, it was not even hungover. It was like beyond. So I forgot to dress up. And I'm just happy I got this done. I'm just so happy. And shout out to our editor, Olivia, for doing such a great job researching these and editing it so that we can have content for you daily. So thank you, Olivia. Thank you. Say the whole crowd. Thank you, Olivia. Okay. And thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in a new video soon. Bye, guys.